In the ancient world, power had a literal weight. It was measured in the tonnage of bronze armor marching across a battlefield and the physical vaults of gold required to sustain it. Anything you can touch is inherently fragile. A vault can be plundered, a city can be burned to ash, and even the most heavily armored phalanx can be broken by a larger force. Yet there is a different kind of currency, one that remains immune to taxation, theft, or total destruction in a siege. In a volatile world, physical wealth functions as a liability. True, enduring power must be completely intangible. Ancient Sanskrit texts identify this hidden treasure as Vidya, knowledge. It acts as a secret hoard that protects its owner even when they are stranded in foreign lands. The irregular stamping on this ancient punch-marked coin represents the immense, tangible wealth hoarded by the Nanda dynasty. They ruled the Magadha Empire in 4th century BCE India through heavy taxation and absolute tyranny. While the Nandas amassed their treasury, an existential threat was marching toward India's borders, the alien and undefeated armies of Alexander of Macedon. To reach the subcontinent, these foreign armies had to traverse the Hindu Kush, a wide expanse of jagged, snow-capped peaks. Surviving this era of absolute physical force required a weapon that could not be seen, measured, or stolen by invading armies. These stone foundations belonged to Taxila. It was a cosmetologian university city where Indian, Iranian, and Hellenistic ideas collided. The scholar Chanakya operated within this hub, actively refining a radical new philosophy regarding the utility of education. Chanakya believed that passive knowledge confined to books is entirely useless at the moment physical action is required. Education in Taxila focused on the active forging of an intellectual weapon meant for immediate use. This chart shows the scale of the Nanda military machine: 200,000 infantry, 20,000 cavalry, and 3,000 war elephants, measured against the dot of a single scholar. These specific numbers caused psychological devastation, leading Alexander's battle-hardened troops to mutiny rather than face them. Chanakya identified a different law of power. Brilliance and mental shrewdness consistently score over physical mass, just as a rabbit can outwit a lion. Raw courage is a death sentence if it is not paired with calculated resources and strategic intelligence. Chanakya viewed this massive military machine as a physical system with structural vulnerabilities that strategic wisdom could identify and exploit. Chanakya's personal ruthlessness is illustrated by his response to a minor injury. After a blade of kush grass cut his foot, he poured sweet buttermilk into the roots to attract swarms of ants, ensuring the plant was destroyed from the inside out. His physically unremarkable nature was irrelevant. His intellect gave him a terrifyingly singular focus on total eradication of his enemies. To execute his vision, he sought a physical vessel, eventually discovering the obscure adventurer Chandragupta Maurya. Philosophical wealth is inert without physical execution. Chanakya became an architect of empires by pairing his mind with Chandragupta's sword. Their campaign began with failure when they made the tactical error of attacking the highly fortified center of Magadha directly. A strategic pivot followed, the realization that a hot dish must be consumed from the cooler edges rather than the burning center. They exploited the power vacuum left by Alexander to secure the outer borders first, methodically swallowing the cooler territories to encircle the capital. Bringing down an empire of 200,000 men required Chanakya to transition from a scholar into a ruthless mastermind. Knowledge acted as the solvent that dissolved the ancient world's most formidable armies. In an era of chaos, a sharpened mind proved itself as the primary architect of civilization.